How nice to see you again, Mr. Dickens. Is it time for another of the Ghost Club stories?
As a matter of fact, yes. Follow me.
I can drink to that.
Number 50, Berkeley Square. 4 stories high and branded, beware all those who enter. There have been many strange tales of this dreadful domicile. The earliest report of a haunting was said to be the spectre of a small girl who was murdered by a servant. She could be seen at the attic windows, weeping and wringing her little hands in an agony of despair. Another legend claims the attic is haunted by the spirit of a young woman who purportedly threw herself from the top floor windows to escape her abusive uncle. Her screaming ghost has reportedly been sighted hanging from the window ledge. This residence was briefly owned by a Mr. James Jasper, a choir master and an opium addict. His nephew Edward was betrothed to one of Mr. Jasper's pupils, the fair and delicate Rose. However, Edward disappeared under mysterious circumstances, followed by Jasper himself. Perhaps grief sent him back to the soothing arms of his narcotic mistress.
Go on. Roll there.
Shall we? Though this house is vacant, some say it comes alive at night with screams of terror, ringing bells, and slamming shutters. Although eerie, this phenomenon is easily produced by pneumatic tubes and valves. There are claims that a young man was caged in the attic, his only connection to the rest of the world a tiny hole in the door. A young man who was reduced to madness by this extreme isolation. The legends all seem to focus on one room in particular. A sudden draft, nothing more. My word, perhaps I shall wait here while you investigate the source of that laughter, which is not at all unsettling. Several good points.
Let me go, you moke!
Charming. Now tell me, why were you at that house?
What's it to you?
Out with it.
Right. We were there for the treasure. We found a key to the secret passage.
What secret passage?
Yeah, number 50's got a secret passage. Here, take it. Just leave me be.
Oh, Stephen.
I've found a lock, but I haven't located the key.
It's here.
Ha! So this is how it works.
Impressive.
Get out of my house!
Stand back, Charles.
There was no one whose love for Rosa came near to equaling mine. It should have been enough to keep my beloved nephew away. My poor Ned. Forgive. I didn't...
Alas, the myth has been discredited. There was no ghost in Berkeley Square, just a wretched soul, driven to murder and madness by guilt and intoxication. I think this is the makings of a rather fine novel. I wonder if I've got one left in me.
That and Nigel's full of surprises.
Another exciting night home for Evie Fry.
Just on my way out, actually. I found the piece of Eden.
What's this one going to do, Heal the sick, deflect bullets, control the populace?
They're dangerous objects, Jacob, especially in Templar hands.
You sound exactly like Father.
If only. Lucy Thorne is expecting a shipment tonight. She's Starrick's expert in the occult. I'm nearly certain she is receiving the piece of Eden Sir David Brewster mentioned.
Sounds like fun. Mind if I join you?
Promise you will stick to the mission.
I swear.
The contents of that box are worth more than your life and those of your entire family. Do you understand?
Yes, Miss Thorne. Careful there! And double the guard on that cart! Now, Miss Thorne, there's the matter of some papers for Mr. Starrick. If you'll just come this way.
Very well, but make it quick.
Whatever it is she's after, it's in that chest.
There are gunmen on the rooftops.
Can you dispose of them before I reach the cart?
I was hoping for a challenge.
Did you find it?
Actually,
There he is!
I think it's best we leave.
what did you do?
It's hardly the time for questions!
Whoa!
Come on!
Jacob, careful!
What is it?
It's papers, Jacob! Documents, research!
Wait till you can't hit my sister!
Stop it!
Easy!
Would you drive a little more carefully? You're endangering the documents!
Oh! Good documents! Stop right here!
Let's go.
Easy does it. Whoa! If you really want... Whoa, easy.
Doing fine.
My sister will give you a walloping! If you really want to fight, come over here!
Jacob!
Walk on, girl.
Slow down now!
We need to get this crate back to a safe place!
What do you think I'm trying to do?
At a guess, I'd say kill us both!
Slow down! We're going to have to jump!
What about the chest?
Leave it! Jump! Now!
Well, that was fun. Thanks for the invitation.
Let's do it again.
Damn it.
We fixed up the train for you. Lacquer paint, new rugs from Camden Loch, and my wee sister, the seamstress, did a discount on the curtains.
Gives you an undeniable air of joie de vivre.
Can
Nigel.
What an enjoyable day.
Hello, Miss Fry.
What with Miss Thorne and the ladies of it's simply delightful.
Twiddle diddles. Evening, Evie.
Heard you had a run-in with Lucy Thorne. Best of luck with that one.
I do so love the
Fetching
farm.
That Nigel's got some wiki.
You may have not found a piece of Eden, but this material is invaluable. Look. It says the London Assassins had found a shroud.
The Shroud of Eden is supposed to heal even the gravest injury. If the Assassins had found something like this, surely Father would have known.
There must be something we're missing.
Something only we can see. These look like directions. Are you coming?
Fieldwork is not really my speciality.
We found a clue to a precursor object. Don't you want to follow it?
Put that way, one can hardly refuse.
There you are.
Do you know, I think this map may be taking us to the Kenway mansion.
Kenway? The pirate?
Master assassin and pirate, yes.
Come on! Slowly. How much do you know about the Shroud of Eden?
It's said to heal the sick. Popular myth is that it brings people back from the dead, but the assassin records say that's not true. I've never heard of one being in London. Do you really think Edward Kenway could have found one?
He travelled extensively, so it's possible. But if he did, he kept it a closely guarded secret.
But if it's true, what a find it would be.
Indeed. I'm eager to find out myself. It's surprising that you haven't already searched the Kenway house.
Edward's son, Hatham, joined the Templars. When he died, the house passed on to Hatham's sister.
I think this is it.
I think you're right. Look.
I'll be in the study. I don't want to be interrupted unless you have news of the lost notebook.
That makes getting in a challenge.
You still intend to enter?
If this is a Templar stronghold, it won't get any easier. But don't worry. We'll stay well away from Miss Lucy. Shall we? Can you check over there?
Of course.
Make me come over there, and you'll regret it.
What's this all about?
I'll come over there and
I'm telling you, the assassins don't even know we're here.
Intruder! She's over there!
shouldn't be here. You know.
I wish Father could have seen this.
What are we looking for?
I'm not quite sure.
Wherever you are, come on.
What are the Templars not seeing?
Something only we can.
This piano is beautiful.
Do you play?
No, I wish I could. I love the sound. You?
A little. Enough to pass as a genteel young lady if I need to.
I would love to hear you play if the opportunity presents itself. Not enormously subtle, is it?
Clearly Kenway had a strong sense of spectacle.
This is incredible.
The history of the London Assassins. bolt holes, vaults, a hidden key. This is it.
You say you heard music? There was no opening there before.
It's closing!
Yes, I can see that. Help me block it.
We need to find another way out.
You two, get Henrietta. Try to find if there's another exit.
An entire vault, filled with assassin history, left behind once again.
We'll just have to reclaim this one later, or find a better cache.
Yes, Miss Thorne.
We?
That could be the trigger.
I thought you preferred to stay out of field work.
I was thinking more of you and your brother. I shall provide planning assistance from the train.
Jacob's off marauding. There is a vacancy. Should you desire to broaden your horizons?
Oh, well, Evie, Evie, I will think on it.
You do that. Come, let's get above ground.
Hang on. Where's the rest? Search me. Search me? A half-ton of lumber doesn't just walk off. Bloody thieves.
Dressed to the nines, are we?
That Nigel's got some wee caper. You should see what's waiting for you at Whitechapel Station. Nigel wants to make up for things, so he got you a gift.
Oi, Mr. Fry, come have a look at this. Ain't she a beauty?
Oh, well done, Nigel.
Yeah, I nicked it off the gang across town, got them all stewed, and then took it when they was asleep. Here, sir, let me show you. It's jumped. Oh, shit. Move! Driver! Time to go!
The train's ours now. May as well make ourselves at home.
Miss Fry, I brought some books. I hope I'm not intruding by being here.
Quite the contrary. It's nice to have the company. A herbarium? Are you collecting flowers for someone?
Only myself. I'm told it's something of a British pastime. Did you know? They all have symbolic meanings.
I had heard something of the sort.
Of course you have. Unfortunately, I have no time to fill the book.
I could collect some samples, if you would accept my help.
I would appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Fry.
I hope you've sharpened that blade, Jacob.
Mignonette, your qualities surpass your charms.
I'm not entirely sure that's meant as a compliment. Love in a Mist. That's a pretty name.
Alternatively called Devil in a Bush.
Narcissus. Self-love. I should buy a bouquet for Jacob.
Most unkind, Miss Fry.
As amusing as all this is, I really should be getting back to work. If you need me...
I'll send a bouquet.
Of irises?
A message. Indeed.
I was just thinking about Father. It seems such a long time ago.
Jacob, good to see you.
Mr. Fry, I trust that you had a productive meeting with Mr. Owen?
Oh, yes, we had the most wonderful chat. I found out the man behind Starrick's soothing syrup is John Elliotson.
Dr. Elliotson, I haven't heard that name in a long while. He was a brilliant heart specialist until he became obsessed with phrenology and mesmerism. It ruined his career. Well, how shall we proceed?
Oh, with all respect, Mr. Darwin, I believe I should proceed alone. After all, we wouldn't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Sounds very wise. Good luck, my boy. Oh, and Mr. Fry, should you find yourself with any free time, please do call on me.
Where would I find the doctor?
As you've just witnessed, the application of too much pressure can sometimes result in unexpected outcomes. Unfortunately, it appears I've ruined the organ. Send up a cadaver.
At once, Dr. Elliotson.
I don't care about your ethics, and I care even less about your damn patience. Now hand over your keys.
What are you doing?
Haven't you heard? You're fired. Now bugger off.
How to do it.
Again. Perhaps I can go out a little early.
Not a peep from you. What's the matter?
Oh, young man, help. I must speak with Miss Nightingale at once. One of the brutes stole my key, and there's no one around. I can't get out of here.
Stole your key. Don't go anywhere. I might be able to do something.
For instance, this specimen is overdeveloped organs found on either side of the lower back of the head.
And then he told her to bugger off. But she can't get out.
Be allowed to continue his experimentations.
Pricked her key and said she was...
Bugger. We'll get in trouble for this.
Despite the specimen's violent reaction to the procedure, the soothing syrup anesthetized the senses and it died without suffering. You have just witnessed is nothing less than the undeniable effectiveness of the devil of tomorrow.
Have you? Got him! I don't think he wants to be disturbed.
Teach this lot a lesson.
There is something very peculiar. You have my gratitude, sir. I shall inform Miss Nightingale that I'll not be working for this asylum ever again.
I am referring to the specimen's tendency to provoke assault. Despite the specimen's violent reaction to the procedure, the soothing syrup anesthetized the senses and it died without suffering. You have just witnessed is nothing less than the undeniable effectiveness of the medicine of tomorrow. While we are waiting, I shall resume my discourse on phrenology, the only true science of the mind. The idea that one can point out connections and relations between the conditions and development of the brain, and perhaps even the mental.
Bollocks.
Catch him!
This night will never end.
Where do you think you're going?
This is a private residence. Don't kill me, please.
I'll never investigate that noise. This is none of your business, so get away.
Did I hear something?
We have an intruder!
Bloody rats! Take back, you filth!
Here it is, Doctor.
We will continue our experiment shortly. In a moment, we will compare the brains of our two specimens. Since both specimens had a propensity towards violent behavior, we should see similar protrusions in specific parts of their brains. Corpses do not have boots. At last it ends. Yet I can only think of beginnings. A better tomorrow, forged with the blood of visionaries.
All I see is the blood of a lunatic.
Do you truly believe murdering an old man will stop humanity's great architect? Crawford Starrick has a glorious design for mankind.
Designs are meant to be broken.
You're a child. A child who believes it can solve all the world's woes with a flick of a blade. Have you ever pondered the consequences of your actions, Jacob Fry? Or did your father teach you nothing?
Help! Help!
We have an intruder! There!
Are you? Hold it!
Nice day for a bit of bloodshed, isn't it?
Yes, Captain.
Keep moving.
Elliotson expired, and soothing syrup production has ceased? Outrageous!
Fry intends to endanger all of London at the hands of the mob.
Or perhaps it doesn't intend much of anything at all. It's simply content to dice with our lives.
The asylum is shut up. Medical care throughout the city is in disarray. He cannot understand the consequences of his actions. The man is clearly an anarchist!
Gentlemen. This tea was brought to me from India. By a ship. Then up from the harbor to a factory, where it was packaged and ferried by carriage to my door. Unpacked in the larder and brought upstairs to me. All by men and women who work for me. Who are indebted to me, Crawford Starrick, for their jobs, the time, the very lives they lead. They will work in my factories, and so too shall their children. And you come to me with talk of this Jacob Fry. This insignificant blemish who calls himself assassin? You disrespect the very city that works day and night so that we may drink this miracle, this tea.
I'm nearing the end of my research. Our beloved London shall not suffer such a bothersome fool for much longer.
And what of the sister I've heard of, Miss Fry?
Miss Fry shall be gutted. Soon enough. Delicious.
Sorry to interrupt, Initiate. Thought you'd like to know that Sean and Rebecca got away from Otzoberg. Berg runs a unit called Sigma Team. Violet DaCosta is his tech support. They've been hunting and killing assassins for a long time. Thank God you're all right.
Oh, tish tosh. It'll take more than a Templar super soldier to end the glorious saga of Sean Danger Hastings.
I was talking to Rebecca.
Right. Anyway, Berg's presence confirms it. The Peace of Eden is in London.
The Initiate's data sync suggests it's the Shroud.
The Templars seem to want it pretty bad all of a sudden. They must know something we don't.
The only thing we know is that we can't go up against Sigma Team alone.
Leave that to me. In the meantime, keep a low profile. Let the Initiate continue to sync the data.
Mr. Fry, I hope you're having a fine day.
Owning the railway wasn't enough. Now Starrick has bought an omnibus company as well. I suppose he wants to control the neighborhood's workers and keep them under his thumb.
Pearl Attaway is Starrick's competitor, is she? Perhaps it's time I went into business.
And Miss Fry, what are your plans?
I studied the history we recovered from the Kenway mansion's hidden room. I'm off to a certain monument,